Welcome back. Let's invite the management of Premier Energies on our show now. The company reported a good Q2. The net profit surged 72%, while revenues and margins too expanded versus last year. Vinay Rustagi, Chief Business Officer at the company, is now joining in. Vinay, thank you very much for joining in. This is Rima here. Is it true that in Q2, many customers deferred module purchases to avail of lower GST on solar product? If that's true, can you quantify maybe the loss of revenue in Q2 on account of that? And therefore, how is Q3 panning out? And if you could share any guidance for FY26 second half of the year in terms of order inflows?
Sure. Thank you for having me. I think what happened in Q2, there were two big trends that we saw. One, there was exceptional rains during the quarter, because of which many sites were not ready to receive modules and the project implementation was delayed. Second, as you said, at the end of the quarter, 22nd of September, the GST rates came down, and hence many customers deliberately tried to delay the shipments. So because of these two factors, there was a slippage in shipments, I would say, of the order of about 240 odd crores. And these shipments are basically effectively moved on to Q3 of this quarter. So overall, there's no impact on the business. For the future, I think, as we have said, our order book is very strong for the year. In fact, we added 6,500 crore rupees of orders during this quarter and are nearly sold out for the next 12 months of production. So the outlook for the business is very good.
Okay. So Vinay, two-part question here. Has the GST cut that has come by improved visibility in terms of order inflows? Is it better than what you had anticipated at the start of the year? And secondly, now we are seeing a lot of competition which has come by in cell and module space, right? Some big players as well. Do you think this is something which will increase the competitive intensity and ultimately impact prices, because more the volume, lesser the pricing would be? Will that impact returns going forward? How do you manage that?
Sure. So the first question on the GST, the solar market has multiple segments. There is the utility scale, there is open access, the private market, including the rooftop sector as well. So in the utility scale, most of the benefits of GST rate reduction will go back to the power purchasers, i.e. mostly the discoms and the government agencies. So which we don't see much of an impact. In the rest of the market, which is accounting for about 50% of the total demand now, the end consumer is the direct beneficiary, whether it is a corporate or a household, of these GST reductions. So we definitely see a demand uplift coming from that segment.
Vinay, yes, please continue.
No, please ask me. Go away.
Yeah, the same question that do you think going forward, yes, that the demand is increasing because of these GST cuts and general impact that we're seeing on consumers, but for businesses per se, do you think returns would be lower?
Yeah, so first of all, because of the GST, there is no impact on businesses like ourselves. We obviously pass on the GST, whether it is an increase or a decrease, directly to our customers. And on the contrary, if the rate goes down, the cost for the end consumer goes down, the demand goes up. So we are actually a direct beneficiary of the rate reduction. Coming to your question about competition, new companies coming in. So look, I think the sector is growing very, very strongly. We are seeing something like 50% plus growth in demand year on year. We saw that last year. We see the same trend continuing this year and possibly the next year too. So the demand is very, very strong. The government is obviously focusing on domestic manufacturing. Inevitably, more companies are going to come into the sector, which is fine because we believe the sector is big enough to accommodate new players. In terms of on the pricing pressure and the margins, there are many things that go into the mix determining overall profitability of the companies. But I would point to three things. One is the scale. Second is vertical integration, and the government has made it very clear that they want more and more of the value chain in the solar sector to come in India, and not all companies are going to be able to do that. On the scale side, we are increasing our capacities from something like 3 and 5 gigawatt right now to more than 10 gigawatt over the next 9 months. And we are also upgrading our technology. So we believe that because of these changes, including scale, vertical integration, and new technology, we will be able to stay ahead of the curve. and still be able to make attractive profits.
Vinay, you have been also pushing fast on the capex bit. You have aiming for a cell capacity expansion. You have raised the size of your upcoming wafer ingots capacity as well. How much capex would that entail, and also what and how do you fund this capex?
Yeah, so in total, capex, including the current year and the next 2 years, is expected to be about 12,500 crore rupees. We have a very strong balance sheet. Our total debt to EBITDA number is in the negative right now, and we are also obviously generating a lot of cash. We expect to generate total cash from income from operations of more than 6,000 crore rupees over the next 3 years. So our plan is to fund most of the capex through our internal accruals, and we will raise some marginal debt, still giving us a very attractive cushion, a healthy cushion in terms of the funding capacity of the company.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Vinay, for joining in today and answering our questions about the outlook on the business and the industry in general. With that, we'll slip into a short break. But a quick note for our viewers, if you'd like to access expert-driven insights and actionable chart patterns, simply scan the QR code on your screen and subscribe to Money Control Super Pro and get daily expert calls, actionable charts and insights to power your investing decisions. Plus, this festive season, there's more reason to celebrate. 10 lucky subscribers every day win 1 gram of gold. So do not wait, scan, subscribe and make your portfolio shine brighter with Super Pro.